Oh, good morning, man. Good morning. It's been a minute since we had an early Japanese fight. Oh, hold on. Let me grab it. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. It's been a little while. I guess the last time we were here was the last Inoue fight. When he fought Louis Neary. All right. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Boxing Gyms if you haven't already. That's my guy right there, on and off camera. Rocket Andretti, what's good with you, bro? What is good? No, I don't have to work. I'm on a little break, so I don't have to work today. Thank God. At least normally when I have to come on here, I'm usually on here and then I gotta rush to work, going on live for a Japan fight, but not today, man. I'm good. I'm all good today. What's good? One foot out the door. Shout out to everyone that's in the that's just watching, all the viewers, all the people in the comments. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. I thought it was a little strange that ESPN didn't just show the full card. Normally they do. There's been times where they just kind of show the main event. But I seen that international channels were watching the fight and they were already doing live commentary for this fight. So it's probably because they have access to it or whatever. But I'm surprised ESPN didn't do the whole card. I would have, I would have gotten a little earlier and jumped on a little early. Um, you know, I feel like whenever I have to cover a card this early, I'll set up my alarm clock or whatever, and I'll go to sleep. But I always wake up way before the alarm goes off because I just don't want to oversleep. I think I woke up. What time is this? 5. It's almost 6 o'clock a.m. Well, it's almost 5:45 when the card is supposed to start. At least the main event. And I think I woke up maybe 4 a.m. Like a little before 4, just to make sure that I didn't miss the fight. I didn't want to oversleep. But they didn't do it. It's all good. What's up, Eric Grimy? Was good. Real Troop, what's up, man? Jay Bean, Voltex. I don't know. I don't know who lost, who won. Again, I wasn't paying attention to the card because I wasn't watching it. Oh, he did lose. Oh, he did lose. Damn. He got knocked out. Damn. Damn. I mean, damn. I didn't even know he was fighting, man, to be honest. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even know he was on this card. Okay. Yo, this is why they should have just showed the card on ESPN. Oh man. Not for nothing, and I know he's an old guy and stuff, but I was actually looking forward to him getting a shot against somebody at 140, just because of what he did to O'Hara Davis that time. Damn, he got knocked out. All right. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and look at that fight. You know. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for this card to start. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone had a good Labor Day weekend. I did myself. I did get some barbecue. Did see some family. What's this? You got a what's that? What's that live from? Oh, I can't see whatever link you sent me. All right, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna start in a few minutes on ESPN. So I don't know if you was trying to send me the link or not. All right. Yeah, Barroso getting knocked out is crazy. But yeah, hope everyone had a good weekend. Labor Day was cool. linked up with the family. Uh, went out when I've been going out for the last couple of days, so it's been a cool weekend. All right, got some fights coming up, and I can't wait to go live for these extra fights that's coming up. We got a decent schedule. We took a little break. I haven't gone live for a fight since the Pro Box card last week, or the week before last when Jared Hurd was fighting. But we should be getting some good fights coming up soon. I think the next card is Canelo against Edgar Berlanga. Um, I was thinking about that fight, and I think one day, Pops is doing well. Pops is doing well. I was thinking about the fight, and I had went and watched a little bit of film study for Edgar Berlanga, and with me, obviously, I think this fight is a mismatch. I already stated that in the video, but I'm always going to check and see like if I could see anything in Edgar in his game, and again, he has a size, he has a power, but Canelo would have to really fall off, in my opinion, for Edgar to really stand a chance in that fight. He's too easy to counter. Not high volume. I don't even feel like he can outwork Canelo. I just feel like it's gonna be a match between two boxer punchers, but one of the fighters is a much better boxer than the other. So I'm not really expecting much for that fight. And to be honest, the undercard is really not that great, And let me try to turn this fight on. Yeah, the undercard is not really that great. Okay, so the live have begun on ESPN. Let me just tune in real quick. Yeah, the fight is not that great. The undercard is not that great. It is what it is. Heavy pay-per-view price tag. I'm gonna check him out, guys. I'm gonna check this guy out that just beat Barroso when I get done with this. All right, because everybody's talking about him. I gotta check him out. You guys are saying he beat Valenzuela. I gotta check him out. They called him El Grandpa Sugar Barroso. Got stopped. What's good? What's good, schooling? Hey, I saw a post. I don't know if it was from Michael Benson on Twitter. I seen it somewhere where Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be looking to drop the pay-per-view price on his cards. And I was thinking about that. And I didn't do the price conversion because I believe, whatever the currency was, it wasn't US. But I seen like 15. I don't know what the currency exchange is. But I was trying to think about, we've been talking about that for a really long time, right? We were talking about dropping the pay-per-view prices. And I think like there's two ways that I'm thinking, because I'm trying to be realistic. Of course, the fan in me wants the pay-per-views to be cheaper, right? Because the majority of the time, they're not worth $80, $90 that we're getting, we're paying for. I've always said I thought a cool 40 is cool for a big fight. For an actual pay-per-view, I thought that $40 was cool. You know what I mean? Especially with the amount that we're getting. But to be realistic, if you drop the pay-per-views for major cards to like 30 American dollars or less, the good part is I think more people are willing to pay for it. I think that it would put pressure on the cards that are like $80+ as well. So I think that's dope. As far as paying these fighters what they want and what they expect, especially being on a Turkey Al-Sheikh card or a Riyadh season card. how are they going to make up the price, the purses, and the cost of these events? That's my only thing. And again, as the fan in me wants the price shot, but as far as what these fighters are being paid, how are they going to make money if the pay-per-views and God, you gotta understand too, people are still gonna stream fights, you know, especially when you've been streaming fights for years, you're not gonna just start paying for them. If you got a good streaming, whether you go on a link, whether you have a Fire Stick, whatever it is that you use, if you've been doing it for years, you're not going to go back to paying for pay-per-views. It's no different from back in the day when, we had the cable boxes, right? If you're from the 90s, you had the cable boxes, you had the illegal ones where it would show everything pay-per-view and all that. If you are used to having fights and fight parties and using illegal boxes, you're not going to go back to paying for pay-per-views just because they're cheaper. No one did that. No one did that. I mean, no, they didn't drop the price, but I'm just being realistic here. Like, you're used to watching it for free, you know? Now you may do it for your favorite fighter and you just want to support them. But honestly, it's not going to be, I don't know. Like I said, I like it. I like it, drop the prices. I mean, we got to start somewhere because this whole pay-per-view thing, there's too many pay-per-views. The prices are too high. The quality of some of the pay-per-views are not even good. Yeah, truth. I agree with you. You know, I agree. And I've always believed that. Okay. Um, there's a part of me that feels like, and if you guys are not reading the comment, Real Truth says they are sports washing, using their oil and dictatorship money to look good. They don't even tend to make money over the sport. I don't want to go as far as dictatorship, but as far as just making fights and not really trying to make money off of it, at least not at this point, I agree with that part. I think they are just trying to take over the sport and making Saudi Arabia the mecca of the sport. They looked at the opportunity, say, where's this sport going? It's not really getting better. We want to bring it back to when people love boxing. And I think that right now they're investing into the sport in hopes that, like let's say they start this boxing league thing, which is what he also had stated. It's going to become probably more like the UFC a little bit. You know what I mean? Where you don't have so many belts and the best fight, the best ranked fighters are actually fighting the real ring fighters, not you have to deal with all of these promoter beefs and stuff like that. Fights not getting made because this promoter doesn't want to work with this promoter, or this promoter want to duck this other promoter's fighter. You know what I mean? I guess we just gotta wait and see where this plays out. As far as right now, I'm happy. I think the only thing that's left really is there's two things: the PPC. What is the PPC gonna do? Long term. They do have names over there. So when are we gonna get some more of those fighters over there in line with fighting some of these other non-PPC fighters? I think the other thing too is whenever Turkey Al-Sheikh is not involved in a fight, we still get some of the same stuff that we've been getting over the past decade or so. With like the Jerome Boots Ennis situation recently with Brian Norman Jr., with Shakur Stevenson recently and Tank and William Zepeda. Um, there are times where Turkey Al-Sheikh is not directly involved in some of these fights, and there's times where Oscar and it's maybe Eddie or whatever promoter, PBC, fights that we want, fights that we need, and we're not getting them, and Turkey's not involved, then we still deal with the same mess that we've been used to dealing with. You know what I mean? So I think that's the only thing. I do like the fact that it seems like for now, Eddie. I know Eddie and Frank are good, which is great. I don't know how good they are with Ben Shalom, and all that. And as far as the American promoters, I mean, Bob has always been willing, no matter what he says about other promoters, he's been willing to deal with Eddie. But there's times where it does fall apart. You know what I mean? So we're still gonna get a little bit of the old. What I am a little concerned about is, and I've said this before, I don't think everything should be, I don't think all the responsibility of making a sport better should just involve one person. And I know Turkey and I know the Saudis have a lot of money and they have a lot of power. Um, I just I guess I'm a little concerned that it takes one person to do all of this. And that goes back to what I was saying before. Like when he's not involved in a particular fight, where do we go? We're gonna get the fights. When he's not involved, because right now he's not involved in everything. He's involved in a lot, but what if he's not involved? Yeah. All right. So those are my points on that. And I guess with time we'll know. Again, he's being quick, man. He's giving us a lot of cards. He's being open. He's actually working like a promoter, in my opinion. I think very few promoters, I think, Eddie's definitely one of them where he's just constantly talking. He's giving us plans and his opinions on things. But Turkey is very active on social media, and I think that's good because he's letting us know what he's doing. He's keeping his name out there and he's making sure that everyone knows exactly what his plan is and his goals. So I think that is a great thing. Some of these guys, we don't hear from them unless they're actually doing a fight. All right. Yoshiki Takei is about to fight. Who is he fighting? Let me see. Hold on. Let me jump on this card real quick. So that's going to be a co-main event. I'm not familiar with his opponent, Daigo Higa. I know who Takei is, and we covered him on the channel on other cards before. He's pretty good. So somebody asked me, I saw a comment. Have I seen the Doheny fight? Yes, I have. All right. I've seen the Sam Goodman fight. Not really that impressed. At least he's good. But as far as him fighting Inoue, Inoue, I would have rather seen Inoue fight MJ or Sam Goodman. As far as fighters that's at 122 right now, I think that's the one and the two. I think MJ would probably be my number one option, and Sam Goodman my number two. TJ is a good fighter, but there's nothing really there. He's a southpaw. It's not like Inoue doesn't have experience fighting southpaws at this point. So you can't really come and use that angle with it. You know what I mean? Like Marlon Tapales was a southpaw too, and I thought Marlon was a much more dangerous opponent. As we see, the Marlon Tapales fight It's one of Inoue's greatest fights, in my opinion. It's probably like a top 3 fight for me for him for Inoue. I don't know. What do you guys? Let me know what you guys think about that. You hardcore Naoya Inoue fans. I think the Palace fight, as far as the fight itself overall, might be one of the best fights in his career. Obviously, the first Doheny fight was the best fight ever. But because that was one of the best fights of the year, if not the best fight of the year. But I would like to probably say that the Palace fight might be second for me personally. Yeah, that's second. The Palace fight might be second to me. The Neri fight was dope because of the knockdown. And it was just a good slugfest. That might be third. That might be third. I might go with that being third. I think I still believe the Fulton win was probably the most impressive win, though. Like that was just like pure domination. Like you couldn't say anything about Inoue after that. Because for a long time, people saying Inoue didn't beat anybody but old Doheny. You know, people ran with that for a very, very long time. Yeah, that fight, you couldn't say that anymore. You know what I mean? But at 122, I think those are the two fights that I want to see that's left. You know, I mean, John Rio Casimiro still around. So if that fight were to go down, it's cool. I mean, that's a fight that I really wanted to see down at 118 that we never got. So that's cool. But you know, we just gotta wait and see. Sugar Passion says Doheny, Neri, into Palace. Yeah, so I'll probably reverse the Palace with Neri and put the Palace at number 2 and Neri at number 3. Like Marlon was really giving them problems. I think Neri was the more action-packed fight. So I see why you have him at number 2. I think the Palace was a more chess match where Inoue was missing more than we're normally used to seeing him, and he was getting hit more than we're used to seeing him. You know, it was a really good chess match. Like I felt like at certain points in that fight, like as far as boxing, the momentum was into Palace's favor at certain points in the fight. That was a really good fight. We was live for that. That was a fire fight. It was good to be like here live for real. But I don't have TJ. I don't have TJ winning. You know, this will be the third Southpaw that Inoue is going to fight in a row. And I don't think he brings anything more than what those other two guys put, you know. I put a little bit of money down, and it's a really gamble because I don't know what Inoue is gonna do. You know, I don't know if Inoue is gonna just run through him early, or box a little bit and just wait until a good opportunity comes in and get him out. But I put a little bit down on Inoue winning in between rounds 5 and 8. So all you gamblers out there, that's what I'm rolling with. Inoue in between rounds 5 and 8. That's what I got. All right. Again, very risky because Inoue might catch him with a good body shot, put him down, fight's over. You know, in less than 5 rounds. But 5 to 8 is where I'm at with it. You know the thing about Inoue, if you look at his record, he doesn't always stop everyone early. You know, I think the last really quick stoppage he had was against Doheny in a rematch. Right? He went 6 with Neary, which was a war. 10 with Tapales, Fulton in 8, Butler in 11 because he was running, and Donaire in 2 because Donaire was overly aggressive and he made the mistake, got caught. So it's not like he stops everybody early. You know, he gets some guys out of there pretty quickly, but I think in more recent fights, he's gone in the later rounds to get these guys out of there. So I like to go with 5 to 8, where it's not going to go super late, like 9 to 12, but I don't think he's going to get them out of there like one. Like I think TJ is good enough to at least stretch like 4 rounds. So that's my call for the fight. If you guys didn't place any bets yet, that's where I'm going to go with it. Been kind of hot lately with the bets these past couple months. I even bet now on F1. You know, you guys know I'm big into Formula One now. So you know, I watch the races, and you know, now I'm getting up. Like I'm placing my little bets on F1. Again, I don't bet big money. I just like to do it for fun. Um, but I've been kind of hot for the last 2 or 3 months. So that's where I'm gonna go 5 to 8 Inoue. Armando says, "What's up, Boxingwave bros? 3 a.m. checking from Tijuana, Mexico. What's good? What's good? What's good, Mexico? Shout out to Mexico." Go Texas has been on. It's been a better on drag racing. Yeah, I don't watch drag racing. I only watched like drag racing like on YouTube, like street racing. You know. All right. So we waiting for this fight to begin. I was looking at the CT Afimo is building a good relationship with Canelo and his team. And I think that's always good because I think with Canelo, especially if you look at the videos of them, you know, like doing some light sparring together and stuff. I think what Tiafimo needs to learn is how to come forward um, and be the initiator. I think he's a very good counterpuncher. You know, I think he did well against Loma, but with Loma's style, you know, Loma's style is a little bit different. You know, I know he came forward in that fight, but Loma waited into nearly 2/3 of the fight to still like start letting his hands go. I think Tiafimo, when he comes forward, I think he's a little bit reckless. He's easy to counter. I think they need to work on that. You know, I think if they work on that and him being the initiator, I think he'd be a better fighter. As far as I'm fighting at 147, I really don't know. You know, I'm at a point now, and I wanted to say this too recently because I heard that Devin Haney is at least interested in taking a fight with Liam Parra. I view 140, not always, but at least right now. I think 140 is how 154 is. I don't think that 140 right now is like how it was when Crawford was fighting. You know, I think 140 right now, anybody can lose. I don't think there's anyone that sets themselves apart from everybody at 140, the rest of the 140 division. I think depending on the styles, everyone loses at 140. That's including Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Liam Paro. Who else is there? Jose Valenzuela. It doesn't matter. Alberto Puello. Everybody at 140 is going to lose to somebody. Sandor Martin. Everyone's going to lose to someone at 140. Richardson, Hitchens. No one is just going to run through the division and stay undefeated and become undisputed that way. It's not going to happen. It's too much talent there. There's too many different styles. And no one has shown me that they're like the complete fighter at 140. You know? So I think Tio couldn't lose to 140. So at 147, you know, I think the Brian Norman Jr. is a good fight for Tio. Because even though I know Brian is coming off his best win, but Brian is coming off of his only good performance, in my opinion. Like, that was his only really good performance so far as a pro. Everything else has been okay, you know? And Santillan, very aggressive, strong fighter. Yeah, it worked for Alexis Rocha. It didn't work for Brian Norman Jr. Teofimo Lopez is not that kind of fighter. Teofimo Lopez can outbox Brian Norman Jr. You know, he could possibly outbox him. You know, but the more Tio keeps going up, the more he loses his power. You know, I don't think his power is that big at 140. You know? It's no different from like even Sabriel Matias, you know, which I won money on that fight because again, the styles, yes, he was a boogeyman at that point. You know, Gary Antoine Russell was sort of, I wouldn't call him a boogeyman, but no one was really looking to fight him. And both of those guys lost. You know, those aggressive styles are not going to work for everybody. You know, someone a little bit more durable, they're going to be able to take your power and just manage the pressure. Yeah, 147 is very disappointing, though. I mean, this is it's a K fight is about to begin. So as soon as it starts, I got you guys. 147 right now has been it's got to be the weakest it's been since like the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao era, or maybe no, even before that. When this is probably the weakest I remember it ever being. Right now, 147 right now at this moment is the weakest it's ever been, ever. Maybe like historically, yeah. Because even when I think about 147, you know, obviously we had Crawford, Spence, Porter, Thurman, all those guys recently. And even before that, you know, we had Floyd, Pacquiao, Cotto. And even before that, we had Oscar, Shane, Tito. I think this got to be the worst. If you keep going back like on each like 10, you know, 8 to 12 years, I think this might be the worst as ever been right now. Oh my God. Like 135. 135 has talent, but a lot of those guys don't fight each other. So that's what makes it whack. But 140 and 154, the gap in talent at 140 and 154 over 147. It's like how 160 right now is probably the worst it's ever been. 160. I think for the last 2 years, 160 is probably the worst it's ever been. Even when people didn't really care that much for it, when you know, like when Sergio Martinez was champ, a lot of people didn't care for it because it was no American fighters that was like on top. All right, to K and what's this guy's name? Daigo Higa.
Across the ring from the champion, you see the former champion at 112 pounds. Big try to start off for Higa.
All right, round one. Takei the southpaw. Higa the righty. So what I've noticed about Takei in his fights before, very, very good boxer. And he can be pretty explosive at times. Not great cardio though. And this is a 12-round fight. This is a championship fight here. So is it a championship fight? Or no. This might not be oh, it is a championship fight. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, so nothing from both at this point. Both kind of staying roughly staying in the middle. Oh, Higa came in, lands a jab.
One thing that's good about Takei as the champion is that he has tremendous footwork.
All right. Both of them again. Both of them are pretty maintained. Like they're both out of range right now. You know. Higa's looking for an opportunity to kind of like dash in and catch him with a shot. Takei right now is trying to keep him on the end of the jab. I haven't really landed any real clean jabs yet. Higa's kind of like just, he's just trying to figure out the range here. Good hook from Higa. Catches him with a right hand off balance. Oh, another overhand. It's the hook. So he's been connecting with a hook, but he's kind of slapping with it, you know, and he hasn't had like a great leverage when he steps in and, you know, he hasn't done a good job of keeping that lead foot on the outside, and it's been getting tangled up with Takei, because Takei has been, they're kind of stepping on each other's lead foot. But he landed a couple of those hooks. I haven't really gotten anything from Takei this round, to be honest. Not even the jabs. He's just been way out of range, and I don't know what the game plan is here. I think he's just trying to time the left hand. But Higa just has been he's doing a better job just landing left hook. I would have to give Higa the first round. What's up, Clarence? Caesar says, what I learned with boxing, the body depends on the way it's affecting them by adding weight. Some boxers can adapt with having great training and eating great foods. Yeah, some fighters can adapt and be stronger at the new division, you know, when they go up. Obviously, they don't have to cut as much. Some fighters can adapt and become even more powerful. Some fighters are stronger. Some fighters, you know, the power doesn't carry over as much. And I think the more you move up, at some point, you're gonna, you know, you could, you know, people saying that about Crawford now. And I know they're basing that off one performance. But people are saying that about Crawford, like maybe he's moved up a little too much now, because now he's fighting legit bigger guys. That's going to be harder to knock out, which can be true, you know. But we just got to wait and see. All right, we're in round two. Nice combination, uppercut and right hook from Takei. And he's opening up and he's throwing. Oh, Takei is hurt. He's hurt bad. Overhand right landed by Higa. Wow, nice exchange from both. Uh-oh. Takei got to be careful because while they're exchanging, Higa can get lower and he's throwing overhand rights. Whereas Takei, whose chin is normally up in these exchanges, he started the exchange better because he caught him with the better shots. But as they continued throwing and exchanging, he got the worst of it and got hit with the hardest shot. Got buzzed there. I don't know. This fight just turned into a completely different fight in the second round. Let me load this down some. That lead left hook from Higa is on point. He got very, very quick legs, and he's able to close distance very, very quickly. Oh, lead right uppercut from Takei. That was nasty. That was like something like a Keith Thurman that just stepped in, and that uppercut was on point. Caught him with his head down. Good jab from Takei. Someone's gonna get dropped soon. All right, about 50 seconds left in the second round. So Higa's being very cautious. Another combination. Nice uppercut and right hook from Takei. Same combo he started out this round with. All right, this second round turned into a good fight. Higa has to be careful because he is lunging in. He's overextending and he's just lunging into shots. And Takei seems like he's gotten the timing down. And there's no jab. There's no jab from Higa. There's no jabs from Higa. He's just launching himself in every single time. And sometimes he connects. He does have, a quick lead left hook, but again, he's getting time now. I honestly think that Boots is gonna eventually just go up to 154, where it's a totally different ball game. I'm not sure who Boots beats at 154. I'm not sure who beats who at 154 right now. But I think Boots is going to he's probably gonna, I think at 147, I think he's more likely. No, I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say Conor Ben, only because they're both Eddie fighters. But I don't think Conor Ben is going to take that fight right now. I'll be very shocked if he does. I just don't think Conor coming off that last performance. First of all, I don't think Conor belongs at 154. Conor does not belong at 1. This is what I mean about power. Conor's power has not looked. He's still explosive, the same level. Like, he's explosive. He's a violent puncher. Nice jab from Takei. Oh, he got caught him with another hook. Takei is starting to be a little bit more aggressive here in this third round. Good uppercut again. The uppercut's been on point. Haven't seen neither one really go to the body yet. Yeah, Conor doesn't belong at 154. His power is just, it's not there at 154, and he's not a big dude. Oh, another uppercut. This uppercut, he buzzed him with that shot. He goes in trouble. This is a very good fight, y'all. This is a good fight. The left hook caught. He got caught him with a left hook again. It's like Takei has the uppercut. Higa has the left hook. And it seemed like they can't really miss with their best shots. Takei is still winning the fight. He won the second round, and he's winning the third round so far. But Takei is still catching them with some good hooks. Good jab from Higa. I'll tell you one thing I noticed too. There's not that much of a gap in range between these two now. So Higa's fighting more in range instead of having to dash in from so far out. He's been inching closer and closer to Takei, where it's kind of where he wants to be. But, oh, good hook. Takei backs him up a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know, Starfox. I hope he does it. Again, if he can lower the price of the pay-per-views, it's going to put pressure on the other promoters and networks that put on these $80+ pay-per-views. Guys, give me 2 seconds. Let me just warm this coffee up.
Going to work right there. Nice right hook on the inside.
We're back. All right. Round 4. I have it 2-1 for Takei. Gave him the last 2 rounds. But the last 2 rounds have been really good rounds, and his 4th round is starting out the same way. Oh, no, Takei's hurt. Is he hurt? No, he's not hurt, but he's taking some bombs. Higa has him on the ropes. Takei doesn't want to move, and he doesn't want to put his hands up. Wow. See, Takei, chin is up. Chin is all up in the air. Hands are not up. Had his back on the ropes, and Higa just started slugging. And it was a trip, but nice check right hook from Takei. Takei got to stay off the ropes, man. That was dangerous. He must have caught like 4 or 5 huge hooks from Higa on the ropes. Well, TJ's getting knocked out, Apollo. We all know that. But you know what? When I see a bunch of losses on a record, it doesn't automatically mean they're going to lose the fight. Especially if a fighter has a style that could be troublesome for the opponent. But there's nothing that I see that I think would be an advantage for him going into this fight. He could punch, but he lost all the step-up fights. All those step-up fights, like Sam Goodman, Danny Roman, a few others. This is a whole nother level of stepping up. And, like I was saying earlier, Sam Goodman, MJ Akhmadaliev, better fights, that would have been, either one of them would have been good with me and Inoue, See, when a fight is rangy like this, and there's 20 seconds left in the fourth, Takei is winning. Oh, every time I say something, something happens. Higa just landed a bomb, another overhand left. Good round. Probably the closest round in the fight so far. And he can really go either way. Higa was destroying him the first 30, 40 seconds of the fight. Takei took control of the rest of the round. Higa ended the round with a big overhand left. So if you're gonna go with Higa, you can go with him. I think that's a swing round. You could go either way in that round. Higa gotta find a way to get in range and just make it a slugfest. He needs to make this a phone booth fight. You know, his whole strategy should be able just him getting in on the inside and making it a slugfest. You know what I mean? That's where he's winning at. He's better at it. He gets lower. You know, he keeps his hands up. The only problem is when he's dashing in at times, he gets caught with the uppercut on his way in. That's the problem. He gets caught on his way in. Once he's in and he stays there, that's where he does his best work. Would I live bet him? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Andrews. Yeah, I would. Because if he can hurt, he's proven that he can, at the bare minimum, he can at least buzz Takei. He's done it a couple times this round already. I mean, this fight already. And he's still landing. I'm not sure if Takei is going to win this fight. And, you know, one thing I also said, Takei slows down dramatically. His cardio is one of the worst parts about him. His cardio is not really that great. Let me see what they have him on right now for live betting. Yeah, actually, they have Higa as a plus 480. I don't think Higa wins on points. So they have Higa by plus 650 by knockout. He's not going to win on points, I don't think. Oh, you know what? Again, if Takei gets tired and starts giving up rounds in the second half, I guess he does have a chance to win on points. So plus 480 is probably the way to go. I'll probably just put a little bit down on him. Yeah, I'll put a baby amount on Higa just in case. Plus 500 right now. Plus 500. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yeah, Takei's chin is all up in the air. He needs to definitely work on that. He never has that free hand up ever. I also think that Higa has the quicker legs between the two. I think he moves much faster. Showing highlights from the Inoue Neri fight. Yeah. Yo, remember that morning? That was crazy. When Inoue got dropped, how scared were you? How did you feel when Inoue got dropped like that, man? I was like, yo. Neri's a good fighter, but I was not expecting that at all. And it's not like I had any money on the fight or anything. It was just the fact that I was like, are we about to witness a major upset in boxing right now? I mean, he got caught with a really good shot. I mean, man, spun him around. Crazy. All right. Round 6. I still think this fight is anybody's fight. I think if Higa had more of a jab, more, more feinting, more probing, I thought if he had a better way of closing distance outside of just dash it in or leading with a left hook, he would be better. He would beat Takei without too much issues. Good jab from Higa. Need more jabs. 2 minutes left in the 6th round. Nice left to the body. Oh, Higa's pushing him to the ropes again. Overhand right lands by Higa. And they tie up. Thing is, can Higa actually hurt him? Like hurt him bad. Not buzz him, like hurt him. Higa got to be a little bit more busier. Good uppercut from Takei. Good uppercut. Caught him again. Good jab from Higa. Takei is starting to move a little bit more. Higa's trying to get him to the ropes, but Takei's corner must told him to stay off the ropes. He must have told him. Good body shots from Higa. Both of them are starting to let the hands go. 50 seconds left in the 6th round. I like Takei's being smarter. He's using the ring a lot more now. Higa got him against the ropes again. Body shots. Attacking the body. Throwing the flurry. Takei turns him and then launches a lead uppercut, which lands. So yeah, this corner definitely told him to stay off the ropes because he's not even allowing Higa to get off anymore like he did a couple rounds ago. All right, we're closing out the 6th round. Another Takei round for me. Another uppercut lands from Takei. Higa seems to just can't get out of the way from that uppercut. Good scrap. Good little scrap. Start off the day. Yeah, Takei must have said something. His corner must have said something to him, after that horrible round of his. Let's see how long he can maintain it, though. All right, we're in the 2nd half of the fight, 7th round. So far, I think I have it. I think I have it about roughly 4-2 or 5-1 to K. 4-2 or 5-1 to K. So now Takei is starting to jab a lot more. He's starting this round jabbing a lot more, probing as well, just changing the speed of that jab. Nice uppercut. Nice jab from Higa lands. Takei is winning this little jab war that they having. Overhand left lands for Higa. Takei comes right back. Fires a combination. Takei is starting to open up a little bit more here. Good. Good shot. Good left hand from Higa. Good backhand hook from Takei. Ooh. Nice right hook from Takei. Higa's just not doing enough this round. He's been quiet this round. He's not doing enough this round. Nice flurry from Takei. Takei is just kind of cruising through this fight right now. Once he started moving, once he corrected that mistake, it's been all Takei, in my opinion. Good jab from Higa. Closing out the 7th round, another Takei round. Showboating from Takei at this point. Young Hollywood was good, man. Everything was good. Had a nice little Labor Day weekend. It was cool. Had some good food. It's with the family.
But Higa did this with that swivel jab. You know what? That's been his best punch. It's been a left hook from Higa, excuse me, and also the jab. That's perfect. You would think the right hand would be the money punch, right? Exactly. He's showing you a different way how to compete against him. You know what?
All right, round 8 again. 6-1 or 6-1 or 6-1 or 5-2 Takei. You know, I don't think you can give Higa any more than 2 rounds. He had a moment, but it seems like excuse me. It seems like he can't really get to Takei at this point. Yeah, Takei's starting off the round good. He's landed some good combinations so far. He seems to be in control, you know. Again, like whatever was going on earlier in this fight, he sees it. He got it covered now. You know, as long as he keeps moving, you know, I mean, this defense is still not that good in the exchanges, but as long as he keeps moving and don't keep his back on the ropes, he's all right. Right now, he's just doing a lot of pot shotting. Every once in a while, he'll throw a nice little flurry, but he's not even really trying to knock him out. It seems like he's just trying to move, counter, pot shot, throw a flurry here and there. But I think in the earlier rounds, I think like he was trying to he was definitely putting a lot more power down these shots. Now I think he's just more concerned about moving and being a little bit more defensive. Nice combination from Higa. Higa is trying, you know, he's pressing forward. He's starting to land some. Higa had a moment right there, but didn't really capitalize on it. He's going to the body a lot. This is the kind of fight he needs, though. This is where he needs to be. He needs to keep, again, try to get this guy on the ropes. That's the only time it seems like he really has any success. He said Doheny gained 22 pounds today. He is huge. All right. I mean, that just means that he's going to be a little bit more durable. You know, I don't think, again, I just don't think he has the skills to compete with Inoue. Not a bad fighter, but I just don't see it. I got him losing in between rounds 5 and 8. That's where I got him at. You know, Sam Goodman put him down. Brandis put him down. I think Inoue is going to put him down and finish him.
This guy shattered dreams. Shattered dreams, man. He destroyed the fighting spirit and all these guys.
All right, we in round 9. I haven't given Higa a round in a minute. I mean, again, he had some moments in the last round, but I don't think he won the round. It's a little bit of swelling on Takei's right eye. Good uppercut from Takei, but Higa comes back. Nice combination. Attacks the body, caught him with a hook. Good shot. Higa's doing some good work here. Good work. Got him back on the ropes. This is where he needs him to be. Takei responds with an uppercut, but he's landing better shots here. Ooh, big right hand from Higa. And Takei responds with a right. Oh, wow. Higa landed the right shots there, but I just don't think he has the power to really hurt him. You would have known. I think if Higa could really hurt him, he would have showed him. I mean, listen, you got to just keep pushing, you know? Halfway through the night, he's just got to keep pushing. This is a round that he can win, but he needs to hurt Takei in order, because I think Takei has already got enough rounds secured in the bag. He needs to hurt Takei. Good uppercut from Takei. Higa goes into the body. Takei holds and tackles him by accident. Yeah. So the fight's back to being rangy. Takei do look a little tired. But another overhand right lands for Higa. Another overhand right from Higa. He won this round. Higa won this round for sure. He definitely won that round. If he keeps pushing forward like this, I mean, there's still 3 rounds to go. He won that round. I mean, I have 1 swing round for Higa and Takei. I think that's the 2nd clear round for Higa that I've given him. Clear round. You know, so at the very most, he won 3 rounds in this fight. At the very most, he won 3 rounds. And at the very least, I got Takei winning 5 rounds. You know, so I mean, you never know. You know, I think if this is a close fight, even if Higa edges out the next few rounds, I don't know. I think his chances of winning still might be a little bit off. But he would have to dominate the next 3 rounds. And even if he does that, you know, I still see maybe a possibility of a draw, maybe. He needs to push forward. He needs to give us what he gave us last round. He needs to give us for the remainder of the fight. Takei doesn't have any power in his shots anymore, though. These little hooks that he's slapping. And he hasn't been connecting with big uppercuts recently, not like he was in the earlier rounds. You know, I don't see the same kind of snapping his punches. Good hook from Higa. Caught him. I think that's what the commentary is saying. I think they're saying the same thing right now. Higa has to keep working, though. He's not the champion here. He has to keep working. MAW, thank you. MAW, thank you for the donation. Says, hello, boxing fans. Wave in chat. Subscribe, share, smash the like button. Please, folks. Thank you. Appreciate it, my man. Not much action this round. Just over a minute left. I don't think anyone has really secured the round here. I don't think anybody could win this round here. Not much from either. Good jabs from Higa. 3rd jab from Higa. He has him back on the ropes. Now he's going to work. This is where he needs to be. This is where he needs to work. Especially if Takei doesn't tie up. Excuse me. Uppercut from Higa. Nice 1-2 from Takei. Overhand right lands for Higa. Higa Takei tried to time with the uppercut. That one was blocked. All right. Higa finishes the round strong. I'm giving him the round. Takei, like I said in the beginning of this fight, man, Takei doesn't look strong in the later rounds. He's fading. He is fading. He's catching jabs for Higa. Higa wasn't landing the jabs. Now Higa's in range. Landing jabs. Still looks like the fresher fighter on the inside. That's another round for him. I don't know, man. This might be a draw situation. Might be a draw situation, man. If he can secure these last 2 rounds. I mean, the momentum is definitely in his favor right now. If he can secure these last 2 rounds, that's when things get tricky because it can be I still feel that it could either be a draw or a 7-5 round situation. I don't know. You know, I mean, it's probably too late to put anything in for the draw. But a draw, oh, big, he can hurt him. He can hurt him. He hurt him again. Oh man. He goes all over him like Sean Porter style. He's all over him. Came in with a monster overhand right. Caught him and busted him. And now Takei is hurt. I mean, he's cut. He's cut. He got a bad cut over his eye. Oh, shit. Was that a headbutt? That was a head clash, y'all. My bad. My bad. It was the reference telling them on the side. It was a head clash because Higa is cut too. It was a head clash. One of the shots did land clean, but it was also a head clash at the same time. Just want to make that clear. They both got cuts, but the ref did not stop the fight. I think the ref actually did the right thing because he caught it, but he didn't stop the fight and separate the two. He just let them keep fighting. Now Takei is putting pressure on him. Takei is going back to how he was fighting earlier. Takei seems to be using his range and his jab and his flurries now. Maybe that head clash is affected Higa. They're both cut. Both bleeding. Ooh. Good uppercut from Takei. Ooh, big overhand right again from Higa. And no, that's not a knockdown. That's going to be a slip. Oh, it's going to be a knockdown. Oh, man. I think that might have been a slip, y'all. Oh, this is going to be one of those ones. It's going to be one of those ones. Yo, we might hit on a win here. That's a knockdown. All right, my man, who's actually C. Andrews, we might hit. We might hit on a live bet. Might hit on a live bet. This is anybody's fight now. That's a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. This is anybody's fight now. And Takei is fighting with a lot of urgency now, but he's lost this round. Got to 50 seconds. Oh man, might hit on a live bet. Might be an upset here. Or a draw. I don't know how these judges have it scored. Damn. They scored in the knockdown. I thought it was a slip, but it was quick. I thought it was a slip. Look, they're showing a replay now. Oh, nah, that was a clean punch. Right, well, no, whoa. The first punch was, but that's not what knocked him down. Look at the legs. Look at the legs. No, it wasn't. It hit his head. Right in behind the ear. Yep, right on the ear. He went down. He slipped, but it was a clean punch. Like his footing got underneath him, but it was a clean punch. It was a hard punch on the ear. That's a knockdown, in my opinion. That's a knockdown because that was a clean punch. It wasn't a shoulder. Tim Bradley said he hit him on the shoulder. No, that hit him on the ear. One of the angles showed that was a clean punch. The final round, and I don't know how these judges got it. All right. I don't know. This is anybody's fight right now. It could be a draw. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be a split decision win for either side, depending on who wins this round, or maybe not. I don't know. But I haven't given Takei a round. Takei is coming strong in this final round. He looks like he wants it more. Higa got to fight. He got to let his hands go. You fighting the champ. You fighting the champion. You're fighting the undefeated champion. Takei is coming stronger, and he is hurting. Oh, this is spectacular. What a combination for Takei. He's going crazy on Higa. Higa is nothing from him so far. Takei is fighting like a champion right now. He's taking the fight back right now. He's taking it back. Higa don't have nothing for him so far. Nothing from Higa. I think he's burnt out. I think he's tired. Takei is coming forward. He's coming forward. He's the only one fighting. Halfway through the whole half of the 12th round, nothing from Higa. Just tying up. Higa got to understand that this is it. This is it. You don't have the fight secure. He's tying up. You can't be tying up, man. You got to fight. Oh, nah, Takei got this. Takei got this. Takei got this. He got it. They're not going to give it to him. You can't go out in the 12th round like this. Takei is going crazy. Takei is going crazy. He's just marching him down. Oh, does he go down? He almost went down. He just dropped down. He's taking too much and he's forced to tie up. He almost took a knee, y'all. He almost took a knee. He thought about it. He's just, he's just trying to survive, y'all. He don't have nothing. He might get stopped. He might get stopped. He might get stopped. Yo, this round is crazy. That's the first punch he drew. Oh, man. Takei. Wow. Takei just changed everything this round. Wow. Wow. This is a very good fight. Wow. Yo, Takei, much respect. Oh, my God. He's just dominating Higa this round. Higa doesn't want no part. He's just trying to survive. Oh, Takei is still trying to stop him with 10 seconds left. Higa got it. Takei got it. Takei got it. Takei got it. I can't. Takei got it. Takei got it. He didn't win that fight. Just forget what I just said. I know I put him on a live betting. He didn't win that fight. You can't go out like that. You can't go out like that. Yeah, even with the knockdown. Yo, now when people say that was a 10-8 round, like we was arguing with the Ortiz, Bohuchuk thing, that is a 10-8 no knockdown round. Where the guy threw probably 3 punches in the whole round and got dominated, that is a 10-8 dominant, no knockdown type of round. Even if they don't give him the 10-8, that is a round that I would consider you so dominant where the guy even thought about taking a knee. The guy crouched down like he was tired of getting hit. That's a dominant round right there without scoring a knockdown. That's an example of that. But yeah, regardless, the fact that he finished the fight like that, he didn't win that. He didn't win that fight. I can't give Higa the win. Listen, I would have been nice to win a little bit of money, but he didn't win the fight. He didn't win. He did good, and it was a great fight. It was a great fight. He won the 9, 10th, and 11 rounds. I think Higa at the very most won, maybe 5 rounds. Plus he got a 10-8 round. So I'm thinking this is going to be unanimous. 115, 112. 113. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All fair. Yeah. Perfect carbs. 114, 113 on 115, 12. Perfect. They saw it the same way. Either 7 rounds to 5, or 6-6 with the, or not 6-6, 7 rounds to 5, maybe 8 to 4. 7 rounds to 5 or 8 to 4, plus a knockdown point. So I'm not mad at the scoring at all. Unanimous. Takei, he struggled. He needed to work on things, but I'm cool with the score. Cool with the score. Good fight. Very good fight. That was a very good fight. One thing I'll say about these cards, and I've always said this, the co-main event might be the most important fight of a card. The co-main event. The co-main event is the most important fight because it wakes people up. People just start arriving. You know, I don't know about Japan, but America, everybody shows up right before the main event. All the big stars, all the people that are sitting on the floor, they show up right before the main event, you know, maybe within an hour before the main event. That is a good fight. That was a very, very good fight. These are the fight that you need to have, because this is the case, even if the main event bombed, we already know what people showed up for. But when you have a fight like that to hype up the main event, you know, I didn't watch the other fights on this card, but that was a great main event fight. Great fight all the way through. You know, it's crazy because he got, if he had won that 12th round based on the scoring for this fight, because I think they were completely fair. If he had kept the momentum going and won the 12th round, he would have won this fight by 2 of the judges. He would have won this fight. He gave it up. He gave it all up. He gave everything he had. He left everything he had in the 11th round. Everything he had left, he left it there. And Takei, even starting or ending the 11th round, after the knockdown, Takei fought like a different fighter. He fought like a fighter that did not want to lose. He came so close to losing, he woke up and whatever, like we all watched it. Takei has been tired since the 9th round, but out of nowhere, at the end of the 11th, going into the 12th, especially the 12th, it was like a first round all over again. I want to see Takei fight Inoue's brother. I want to see that. Takuma. I want to see him fight Inoue's brother in a unification. You know, that's what I want to see. Thank you, Valis. Thank you, Valis, for the donation. I want to see Takuma Inoue against Takei. I think the winner of that fight fights Junto Nakatani. I think Junto is clearly the best. I think under 122, where Inoue is at, Naoya, I think the 2 best fighters in the world right now is Bam Rodriguez and Junto Nakatani. So I want to see Nakatani unify for sure. I do want to see that. But I want to see Nakatani against Naoya Inoue a little bit more. You know, I think he's already above the other champions at 118. Now, would I like to see the unifications? Absolutely. But if there's an opportunity to go up to 125, 122 and fight Inoue, I'm all for it. You know?
professional boxer. He's been down twice in kickboxing. He overcame it now. The route to a second undisputed bantamweight Japanese champion.
Oh, a lot of people want to see Takei against Tension. That would be a good fight. That's a good fight too. All right, main event is up next. Main event's up next. Again, I got Inoue. I have Inoue winning 5-8. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, Nakatani destroys everyone, in my opinion. But I still want to see it. You know what I mean? I would still like to see some kind of unification, you know, if it's possible. I just don't like the fact that a lot of these champions fight on the same cards and they're fighting each other. It's just too much of that. You know, the fights are not bad. But I want to see some of these fighters fight on the same card. You know what I mean? You mentioned high noon. You mentioned Tension before. I haven't really watched like his boxing matches. But I can see how that can be a big fight because I know, you know, Tension's a big is a superstar out there too. He's another big name out there. He's very explosive, powerful, you know. I mean, as far as him being a full-blown boxer, I don't know yet how good he is. I haven't watched any of his boxing matches. But I can see how that could be a good fight. You know, to the Japanese. Does anyone here in the chat think that TJ has any chance against Inoue today? You know, I mean, is anyone betting on a possible upset? I know I'm not. I mean, listen, if TJ were to win, to be honest, this is probably, to be honest, and TJ is not bad, but I think this is the least meaningful fight that Inoue has had in a long time. And about, yeah, it's been a while since this guy Ron Dipion, that fight, excuse me, that Inoue had where he stopped the guy. I think that's been, I think the Doheny rematch, Butler, even Butler, like nobody cared for Paul Butler, but the fight happened for a reason. Doheny, Butler, Fulton, the Palace, Neri, all were better matchups for me, in my opinion. Yeah, Armando, I hear you. You know, Angelo Leo, you know, recently won at 126. I personally don't want Inoue to go to 126 yet. All right. It's not much work that needs to be done on 122, but before going to 126, I would rather see him fight Junto Nakatani. I would love to see that. I want to see either Junto or Bam or someone go up to 122 before Inoue. I think Inoue at 126 should be his last and final stop. I think Inoue should go to 126 when there's some kind of unification and a big fight to be there, like something that's really worth it. You know, like when there's a unified or at least a clear champion, maybe not like a undisputed champion, but there's someone that's clearly the best at 126. I don't like 126. Nobody unifies there. There hasn't been a unification in at least 12 years or so at 126. Don't go up there. You know, now if he were to go up there, I get it. He would probably get a shot at each champion and just clean it up himself. But I think at some point he's going to be too small. Oh yeah, I would prefer that too as well, Focus. I wanted Junto and Bam because they were just in the same division. I wanted Junto and Bam to fight each other before Inoue as well. But if Junto is moving up a little quicker than Bam, I would only suggest that he fights Inoue. Either one is fine with me. I don't really care. But for Inoue to go to 126, I think he should make that move because that risk is going to be so much bigger than everything he's done already. Do it when it's worth a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like you are already a 2-division undisputed champion. If you're going to move to 126 and fight one of those guys, fight the one that's at least put some sort of risk in their career. None of these guys at 126 ever unify. They never, and it's not because they're losing. It's just they fight their mandatories. They fight guys like, you know, Josh Warrington over and over again. Right? These guys just keep it in the same circle with their promoters. They never branch out at 126. So being that you risked a whole lot in your career by going up 4 divisions to become a champion, 4 different divisions in 5 divisions. I believe Inoue has fought at 5 divisions, but became champion at 4 divisions and became undisputed in 2 of them. If you're going to go to 126, at least fight a guy that at least unified, at the very least. Like, let them do something up there before you move up there. You know? So, look, I like Angelo Leo. You know, I like, you know, all of the other, you know, Ramirez and all these other guys that's up there. They're all cool, but none of them, they don't unify, man. So I think that should be the last stop. I think Inoue is going to have a super size disadvantage at 126. So before you go up there, either fight Junto Nakatani or fight Bam Rodriguez, you know, or fight the winner if those two are to fight first, which I don't think is going to happen. You know, I think Bam is going to continue doing his thing down at the lower divisions, and I think Junto is going to keep, because you got to remember Junto, he has size on him. You know, he has a very he's very long, lanky, has a long, you know, reach. He's very tall. So with that being said, when he goes up to 122 and probably fills in at the division, he's probably going to look bigger than Inoue. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bam versus Inoue, or Bam versus Junto, or Inoue versus Junto. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think there's no like must-see fight at 126 for Inoue right now. I think the must-see fights are Junto and Bam. You know, that's the way I look at it. Hainu says Inoue himself said 126 would be the highest before, but it was long ago and don't know how he feel right now. I think it's still the same. It was long ago, but it makes sense. It makes sense to me, you know, because these guys he's fighting at 122 are still a little bigger than him, you know. They're naturally bigger guys. So if you're going to go to 126, those are even bigger guys. You know, some of those guys are like 130 guys that can fit in at 126. You get what I mean? Like, you know, if you're going to do it, make it work for you. You know, like just looking at the list here, we got Rafael Espinoza, who's probably a lightweight that's fitting in at featherweight. uh, you know, you got Robesi Ramirez, who'll probably be at 130 soon. Lee Wood is supposed to be moving up. I don't know if he is. Angelo Leo, I mean, he just moved up from 122 not too long ago. Brandon Figueroa, he's huge at 126, can easily be at 130. These guys can all, like Ray Vargas, like all of these guys are guys that can be at 130 or higher. You know, just picture Inoue fighting Rafael Espinoza for one belt. I'm sorry, but like, you know how much of a size advantage Rafael Espinoza has over Naoya Inoue? It's insane. That's too much. So I think that should be his last stop. I think he should do it, but do everything at 122 first. You know, make a couple of those guys move up. At least one of them, you know, which would probably be Junto, because that would make sense. That would be a huge Japanese fight. But yeah. All right, Inoue's getting ready to come out with his team. And we're about to get the main event shortly. Focus says, well, how about this? If he moves up and or is guaranteed a unified fight, how about a preliminary fight with Shushu? People discrediting that young man's chances. I would love to see the fight as far as me being a fan of both. But by the time Inoue goes up to 126, I don't expect him to fight anyone other than another champion. Now, there's some interest there because Shushu's been talking and Inoue showed up to his fight and left right after his fight was over. So you can never count on the possibility of that fight happening. And it would be a good fight. But realistically, I don't expect Inoue to go up to the division to fight a contender at the division. I don't expect him to. You know, when he moved up to 122, what did he do? He went straight at the unified champion. So I'm not expecting that to happen. You know, I'm not expecting it, just to be real. I hear you, Abel. They are gonna rematch. I think it's definitely a good rematch. I don't know. I think Ramirez beat him again. I think Ramirez does even better in a rematch. The thing about Robesi Ramirez, as much as I like and enjoy watching him fight, I think once you figure out his style, which Ramirez did, in my opinion, in their first fight, I think once you figure it out, it's the same thing in every fight. You know, he does a drop step, like Espinoza, stay at range, keep him on the end of the jab. You know what I mean? Like, catch him, you know, lunging in. at the end of the day, I think Rafael's style fits better. You know, I mean, they both had return fights. Robesi looks more the same. And I think Ramirez is actually getting better. You know, I don't know. I think he beats him with less trouble in the rematch. You know, and you know what? I want Robesi to win. I like Robesi more, but I think Rafael beats him without struggling as much as he did, or possibly stops him because he did drop him and did hurt him bad and finished off stronger. And normally I like to go with the fighter in a rematch. I normally go with the fighter that finished off the first fight stronger. You know what I mean? And I'm not always right with that, but I normally like to go with the guy that closed out the fight stronger in the rematches. All right. TJ is coming out. He's doing his ring entrance now. It's still going to be some time because once they both walk out, they got to do the national anthems. You know, they got the announcer, you know, doing all of that. So the fight probably is not going to start for another 10 minutes. All right. But I got you as soon as it starts. Again, lastly, before the fight starts, if you're just joining us, please hit the thumbs up, smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I have Inoue winning in between rounds 5 and 8. All right, TJ is entering the ring now. I think TJ is actually going to freeze. I think a lot of these fighters, guys, they get in the ring with this dude and they just kind of freeze up. You know, Stephen Fulton definitely froze up. Thanks, yeah, thanks for the yeah, I love this shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I might even pick Espinoza to win by stoppage. I'm not sure yet, but I know I got him winning at the very least. Focus, I spoke about it earlier in the live. I will do a separate video on it though. So I will speak on it in a separate video. I'm not going to go through the whole thing now because we spoke on it for a while earlier in the live. But I'll definitely do a separate video. Probably even today. I'll do it today. And I'll cover that topic and just give you my thoughts on the pay-per-views and stuff. All right. I don't think Bam is interested in going up. You know, the last thing I heard is that you know, I might forgot because it's been a little while now since his last fight. But I think they are, even though they're close, I think Bam would fight Chocolatito if the opportunity is there. I mean, I personally don't really want to see the fight. It's not that it's a bad fight at all. It's just that, you know, the four kings are past it at this point. You know what I mean? All of them are. So again, not a bad fight. I would probably prefer. Let's see. Let me just go down because I don't want to forget anybody. I would rather him fight Martinez. All right. Martinez just beat he just beat Ioka. So I would prefer that fight for Bam, just because it'll be another unification. You know what I mean? But there's not really much left for him to do at WBO. I mean not WBO at 115. So I would probably I mean I would like for him to move up to 118. That would be great. But there's still fights there for him, you know. There's still fights. You know, sometimes I gotta remember Bam is only like 23 already, right? Oh no, he's 24 now. He's doing a lot at his age. There's still a lot of time to go. All right, Inoue is in the ring, by the way. All right, so we're just gonna wait for the announcers and the national anthems and all that. All right, so yeah, I don't know. The last thing I heard about Bam is him fighting Chocolatito passively. Right, but you know, it's not a bad fight. It's not that I'm saying it's bad or anything. It's just that I kind of know. Also, we can't rule out there is a rematch clause with Estrada. There is a rematch clause. So if Estrada wants to activate the rematch clause, Bam would have to fight him again in a rematch, even though I don't want to see rematches in dominant fights, you know, because even though Bam did take a good shot and got caught, it was a flash knockdown. You know what I mean? He got caught with a good shot because he left himself open. He was winning clearly. He got caught with a good shot. But outside of that, I think he dominated Estrada, you know, and I know Estrada was kind of rusty and everything, but I didn't think Estrada was going to win the fight. You know what I mean? Roland said Inoue with the superhero music. Oh, Armando, okay, Armando just said Bam is going to honor rematch if he's fighting El Gallo. Yeah. AO says, yep, the Arabs know oil is commodity. That won't last forever. That's why Saudi Arabia are looking at investing their cash into other global businesses like boxing, golf, soccer, and the WWE. Yeah, and you know, I never talk about that. But yeah, the golf thing is a real thing. The WWE as well. Soccer, you know, football to you guys. So no, that's true. That's a true comment. They're looking to take over everything. Does Doheny has a chance and to knock Inoue out? I mean, that's the only chance he has. He has a puncher's chance, but I'm not expecting him to, and I'm not putting anything on him. You know, I'm not expecting it. I mean, he is a southpaw. I mean, Inoue did get dropped in his very last performance, but I'm expecting Inoue to get this done and get the stoppage midway through the fight, some point. No, I don't think Estrada wins. I don't think Estrada wins at all. I think and I probably said this in a breakdown. Everything that Estrada does well, Bam does it better. Everything that he does well, Bam does it better. So I don't want to blame it on age. I don't want to blame it on rustiness, inactivity, size, and all of that stuff. Even when it came to size, it looked like Bam was just the bigger and stronger fighter. I think Bam has every advantage in that fight. I think the only disadvantage that he had was experience. But going as many rounds as he did with Chocolatito, who's also like a mentor to him, going into that fight, that's the perfect guy you want to prepare for a fight against Estrada with. You know what I mean? Like, the rematch is going to be just as dominant. if not more dominant, in my opinion. You know, Doheny has knockout power, but he loses all the big ones. That's why I'm not really pushing the chances of him getting a knockout. You know, if he didn't win his last 3 by knockout, yeah, he has a good knockout ratio. He's 26 wins with 20 knockouts or something like that. Let me pull up his box rec. He got 26 wins with 20 knockouts, yeah. But you know, he's not fighting. You know, when he fought Sam Goodman, he was getting dropped. You know, he was fought, you know, some of these other guys, Danny Roman, he was getting dropped. You know what I mean? Like the guys he beat are not that good. You know, Mick Conlon, who we already know Mick Conlon has been knocked out in all 3 of his losses. You know, he didn't knock out Mick Conlon. So again, the knockouts are there, but the quality of knockouts are not that good. But listen, he has a puncher's chance. He's a puncher, and he's naturally bigger. So if you want to roll with that and that alone, that's the only thing you're rolling with. There's no other advantages there when it comes to TJ, in my opinion. So I'm leaving that alone. If you want to put, I don't know, $10 on, you know, the upset, cool. I wouldn't even put that. Here we go. I don't want to see an upset today. I love upsets, but this is not one I want to see. Inoue losing today would be like worse than like Joshua losing to Ruiz, which was an upset, a huge upset. But this would be a far bigger upset. Like this would be, you know, arguably pound for pound, number 1, 2, or 3 guy versus a solid contender. I don't want to see upset. I love a good upset. It's fun. It's great for content. I don't want to see that shit today. Like this would be a pretty bad upset. It would change the dynamic for everything in these divisions. I don't want to like see that upset today. I'm good. What's up, Toro? What's good? Yeah, I don't want to see that shit today. I might not even be jumping up crazy. I might just be sitting here like sad. We ain't seen no goddamn upset. Come on, yo. Hell no. All right. Fight is beginning. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, here we go. TJ Doheny against Naoya Inoue. Let's get it. Let's go. This is TJ's first world title fight, too. A lot of feints, level changer for Doheny so far. No punches thrown yet from neither guy.
sharp tonight.
Doheny's trying to keep it rangy. Have that lead very active with that lead hand. It looks like he's going to be looking to take his time and wait on Inoue. I don't think he's going to initiate much here. He doesn't have to. He knows Inoue. I mean, listen, that's the best way to fight Inoue, in my opinion. Wait for him. You know? We know that Inoue likes to counter, but he loves to initiate too. Good jab from Inoue. Good jab. Good left hand to the body from Doheny, but Inoue countered him with a clean left hook. Inoue, nice straight right hand, right down the middle. Inoue is putting a lot of pressure on that Doheny already. Not with volume, but just staying right on and pressing him. This fight because Inoue is balanced. He's got quick, powerful hands. He not only just hurts you, he devastates his opponents. Doheny's looking at time. Inoue, that's what he's doing. Inoue right now. Inoue throws a sharp right hand to the body, but that one was blocked. All right, just over 20 seconds left in the first round. Good jab from Doheny. I'm going to say TJ. Good jab from Inoue to close out the round. First round, I give to Inoue. Seems to be in control. TJ looks to like, again, he's looking to wait and look for a good counter punching opportunity there. I think Inoue looks nervous. No, I don't think so. I think he looks relaxed, actually. Just another night. Another night at the job for him. I honestly believe that Inoue is I don't know. I don't feel like there's any difference. I think the only time I saw a big difference in the way that he was fighting was against Fulton. Like, it was a lot of showboating. Like, I think Fulton, because of the amount of talking Fulton did, I think he really wanted to, like, style on him. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was the only time I really saw a difference in the beginning of a fight, where Inoue was just like, he just seemed to be different. Doheny lunges in and ties up. What was that about? Inoue touches him to the body with a right hand. I actually don't think there's any difference in the way Inoue is fighting right now. You guys got to look at some of his fights at 118, where a lot of the rounds are like this because he's waiting, you know. Good right hand to the body again from Inoue. He waits for certain moments to just open up. And that's why a lot of those fights where he does get the knockout is in the later half of the fights, because he's just being patient. He doesn't always overcommit. He has at times.
Looking at the shot that Doheny's giving him, that's basically talking about that foot thing, but he's not creating offense for himself right now.
Nothing really from Doheny. I don't know. Again, I think he's just waiting for a good opportunity to counter, but he's being out countered and outworked so far.
So you have to stick within yourself.
No.
That's the shot that
Doheny got to be careful. He just lunged in with a left hand. Good jab for Doheny. 30 seconds to go in the second.
Below his chin, he get caught on that chin or on the tempo. Go down. Those are the up swinging shot that has caused Inoue trouble in his career.
Inoue keeping the pressure on him, but still waiting the counter as well. Nice little flurry there from Inoue to finish off the second round. Right hand connects from Inoue. Another round in the bag for Inoue. Oh man, I'm ready for breakfast. Any of you guys in the West Coast right now, or any of you guys out in the West Coast where it's probably like 4:42 in the morning? All right, it's 7:42 a.m. now here in New York. This card started at 5:45. Or at least the co-main event started around that time. You already see some bruising on Doheny's face after 2 rounds. He has a lot of bruising here in the center, like right above his nose, in between his eyes. Very red, some bruising and swelling, even around the eyes a little bit. You see it. It's only been 2 rounds, and he's starting to look busted up already. So now 3rd round here. TJ's like bouncing around a lot more, feinting a lot more, trying to see what he's going to do here. Definitely not initiating with much. Inoue is just keeping that pressure there, staying right on him, keeping him kind of near the ropes. Right hand from Inoue connects. TJ lands a left to the body. TJ throws a flurry, he's blocked by Inoue. Good jab from Inoue. Just obviously he has a power advantage, but he has a much greater speed advantage too over TJ. And this is why TJ is, with all the feigning and moving that he's doing, he's being so cautious. He hasn't really thrown many power shots, you know. Good shot. Good left hand from TJ Lance. So Inoue is now walking straight, marching straight in a high guard. Good to see if something different happens here. I think Inoue is trying to set him up with the left hook. Doheny's starting to throw some more combinations while Inoue is in that high guard. Good jab from Inoue Nance. Doheny lands a jab to the body. Good left hand to the body from Doheny. Right from Inoue. Could be a Doheny round. I mean, he was the active fighter that round. It looks like Inoue was just trying to figure things out. He's looking to switch his style a little bit, but didn't really throw that much in that third round. So you could give Doheny that third. What do we got? What do you guys think? Guys, and oh yeah, Armando's in Mexico, so I know it's early for you guys. Yeah, not a bad round for Doheny. But it doesn't look like, I don't believe that Inoue was really, he was just kind of chilling that round. All right, fourth round. Good shot to the body from TJ. Nice jab from Inoue. Good jabs. Doheny just switched momentarily, but switched back. Good left hand. Two good left hands from TJ. Ooh, good counter left hook from Inoue. Yeah, things are starting to heat up. They're both starting to get off a little bit. TJ's doing a good job this round. Inoue starting to pick up the volume here. Oh, got tied up, get tangled up with their feet just now. Yeah, Doheny has a little cut on his top of his nose, like in that same center area where I said that he was bruising from. Not a big cut. Doesn't look like it's going to affect anything, but good shot. Good shot. Good jab and right hand for the for Inoue. 40 seconds to go in the fourth round. Good counter short right hand from Inoue. Inoue's starting to really put the pressure on him now. Calculated pressure, though. Calculated pressure. Not volume, but calculated pressure. Good combination from TJ. I don't see the power, though, in TJ. I don't see, we were saying he has a puncher's chance. TJ's doing a lot of talking, by the way. He's going back to his corner, I don't know, with his hands up. I don't know if he was complaining about the timing of the punch, or he's just saying, like, it's like nothing or no big deal. But another round for Inoue. I think there's a power and speed advantage, a clear one. Doheny's doing well. He did good the last two rounds, though. He connected with some good shots. I cannot wait to see Dmitry Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev. I mean, that is the best fight on the schedule, in my opinion. Not far. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully there's no more delays. All right. Fifth round, I got it 3-1 for Inoue. Now at this point, I hope Inoue let's get a knockout. This is when my money is on the line. So let's get us a knockout, man. Let's go. So now Inoue is on the ropes now. Now he's waiting. He's waiting for Doheny, and Doheny launches a left hand, but he misses. So Inoue is choosing to remain in the corner, and he's waiting on TJ to come at him. Inoue's trying to lure, yeah. Inoue's trying to lure him in, but he's not biting on it. He wants Inoue to come at him. He doesn't want to go at Inoue. Good body combination from TJ. So now Inoue is coming back forward. TJ lands another left to the body of Inoue. Good. Yeah, Doheny had good defense. Nice right hand from Inoue, but it didn't connect. Good combination from TJ. Good body shots from Inoue. Good body shots. Oh, good flurry from TJ. Another right hand from Inoue. Big one. I think that hurt. I think that hurt TJ a little bit. Inoue's coming at him. Good jab. Oh, nice swivel jab from TJ. Good jab from Inoue. Another jab, right hand, left to the body. That I don't think TJ liked that. Yeah, it's the pacing of this fight. Now that Inoue is opening up more, TJ is opening up as well. But Inoue is just better. He's more effective. This punches hurt. You can tell. Right hand to the body land for Inoue, closing out this fifth round. Most action in the fight we got so far. TJ finishes on landing a nice little light left hand. But there's a difference in power, a big difference, you know. And we were saying, you know, some people were saying, you know, TJ does have a good knockout ratio, but against who exactly, you know? In a way, just more effective. He's in control. TJ's fighting back. That body, that left hook to the body that's shown in replays, if it was barely partially blocked by his arm, if that connected all the way, that might have put him down. Yeah, Doheny only got the third round for me. All right. Every other round I gave to Inoue so far. So third round for me for TJ. All right. Every other round goes to Inoue. We are in the sixth round here. All right. So I got it 4-1. Nice right hand to the body. Inoue lands. TJ responds with a combination to the body. Big, wild overhand right from Inoue, misses. Oh, good combination. Again, another body shot for Inoue. Inoue is really punishing him to the body now. I think he, you know, TJ has displayed some good defense in this fight so far. So now Inoue is taking a completely different approach, and he's just attacking the body, trying to get this guy to drop his hands. But you can see at this point that Inoue is just bringing the pressure now. Different fight. Another left hook to the body from Inoue, and he's letting his hands go. A lot of volume from Inoue. Good left hand, good straight looping left hand. I'm sorry, not straight, but looping left hand from TJ lands as he's coming in. Oh, straight right to the body from Inoue. Oh, right hand from Inoue again. Now he's getting it going now. Oh, another one. Another one. Minute and 20 seconds left in the 6th round. Yup, exactly. Yup. His hands are lower. Not up straight right. Doheny's he's being durable, but he's taking a lot of hits now. This round here, this 6th round, a minute left. He's taking more punches in this round than we've seen him in the previous rounds. Oh, nice combination from TJ. He has his moments, but it doesn't look like his power is really effective. Oh, overhand right from Inoue. Knocks him back. I think it's only a matter of time before he takes a knee at least. Nice defense from Doheny. Nice rolls. Rolled a couple of those big shots there. Oh, straight right. Oh, he has him on the ropes. Oh, no. Oh, that hurt. He finishes this round strong with a crazy combination on Doheny while he was in the corner. It's coming. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. It's on the way. It's on the way. It's going to happen. That's what it looks like. TJ is pretty durable, man. TJ is pretty durable because listen, some of the punches that were landed in that that round, there would have stopped some other fighters for sure. He would have stopped some other fighters with some of those shots, even the shots to the body, you know. But one of you said something that he put on like an extra 20 pounds for this fight, so you know maybe that's probably he's starting to really punish TJ. TJ's hurt. Wait, TJ's hurt. His back. He just folded. Wait, he's saying the pain is in his back, but Inoue landed. He's giving up. Yo, Inoue, wait, hold on. The fight is over, y'all. I'm trying to understand. Is it his foot? Is it his back? The fight is over. What fight was like this, where a guy got hit so hard, he just started complaining about another part of his body? No one's reacting because everyone's confused about what the way punched him so hard. Inoue punched him. Yo, it might be what's the name for Friday? He's like my neck and my back. Yo, wait. He landed a body shot and my man's neck, his whole back and his foot got twisted. It's funny, though. MAW says spinal. Oh man. Oh man. Roland said he quit. How you punch somebody to the body so hard that his foot got twisted and his back started hurt? He broke my back. I love y'all reactions, man. He said I broke my back. Oh, this is so funny. Out of nowhere. Listen, hey, yo, shout out to anyone that we hit on another bet, man. Rounds 5 to 8. We got it. Shout out to anyone that threw that in. We got it. 5 to 8. Round 7 stoppage. Oh man. We made some money today. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh man, not a wild stoppage, but TJ, to be honest, all jokes aside, it looked like TJ had enough. It looked like he said broke back mountain. Yo, y'all funny today. Y'all funny today, man. Oh man. He punched him. All jokes aside, it looked like TJ had enough. And those last couple rounds, starting with the 5th, but really in the 6th and the 7th, he looked like he was tired of this shit. Like he just was like, "Yo, I'm done. I'm getting beat up." He didn't get knocked down, but you can tell he had enough. You know, it is what it is. He had enough. He had enough. Just want to hear it. Hopefully they translate. Just want to hear what Inoue says, and you know what's his future plans. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna stick around at 122? What is he gonna do? What are we gonna get? Yeah, he had enough, guys. He had enough. Funny stoppage. That was a weird stoppage. All right, but shout out to anyone that hit on the bet. Leo said, hopefully he's okay and not too badly injured. Yeah, I think he's all right, you know. I think he's gonna be all right. Hopefully, you're right. You know, maybe he does have a back injury, but it was from a punch. He hit him right on it, like they hit. Yeah, he walked off like my back. Tim Bradley is saying it. Tim Bradley say, yo, he hit him with a body shot and broke his back. They're interviewing in the way now.
ダメージというものは、少なからず蓄積はあったと思います。まず、平日の足元なので、お忙しい中、皆さん、会場までお集まりいただき、本当に。
Thank you so much.
組み立て、出方から、比較的慎重だったなと見ていいんでしょうか、どうでしょう。
そうですね、今回、テーマというか、自分と試合からのは丁寧にボクシングを組み立てる。ボクシングというものは、簡単なものはないので、倒しに行こうと思って倒せるスポーツではないので、しっかりボクシングというものを理解して、組み立てるように今日は意識をしました。
Tonight, I really wanted to continue my part 1 at a time. And I know boxing is not easy, so I really wanted to be slowing down, doing one at a time, getting my opponent damage.
レッスンを終えてもですね、本当に大事だというふうに望んでいましたし、相手がどういういい選手だということで、どんどんやるよという言葉がありました。戦いを終えて、そのあたりも含めて。
Please tell us your thoughts on Chicken Doheny.
まあそうですね、内容、結果として、皆さんの、満足するような、きっと期待していたような試合内容ではなかったと思うんですが、まあ、長く試合をしていれば、まあこういう試合もあるということで、また次に期待していただきたいなと思います。
He said the fight wasn't the ending he was expecting.
Be sure to keep an eye on me and
I just want to hear who's next. Who's next?
未完成、進化中というお話で、本当にさらに楽しみになりました。我々が見ていない井上尚弥選手とが、まだまだあるというふうに考えて、
Thanks, Omano. Thank you.
you said still in progress. So there's can we expect to see the new you in the future?
そうですね、まだまだ未完成だと思いますし、まあ決して今日の試合の内容というのは、まあ自分の出来の悪さではなくて、やはりドヘニのキャリアだったり、試合運びのうまさっていうものが、まあこういう内容にさせたと思うので、まだまだ自分としては完成してないなと、もっともっと上を目指して頑張っていきたいなと思います。
Yes, I am still in progress. And then actually, Chicken Doheny brought up my performance in this week and this year. So I am like
He's still a work in progress.
Yes, I don't expect me.
Still working on things.
気になったのは、先ほどボブ・アダムさんと何やら話をされていました。話せる範囲で何の話だったんでしょうか。
And so I will have a conversation with Doheny. If you can disclose something, you can tell.
He said he had some conversation with Bob Arum.
Hopefully, it was another great performance. I understand he'll be coming back here Tokyo to defend his title again at the end of the year. And then we're taking him to the United States for a big celebration in Las Vegas.
Okay. So he say who, but the Bob father says he's going to have one more fight here in Japan before the end of the year. And then next year, they're going to do a big fight in Las Vegas. What fight will that be? What fight will that be? A big fight in Vegas. What fight will that be? What do you guys think would be a big fight, a realistic fight to have in Vegas for Inoue? I think it would be Shushu. And I understand that I'm saying it's going to be an American fighter. I don't think you're going to saying big fight in Vegas. I think it will be against an American fighter. I think the next fight will be MJ. I think the next fight will be MJ. I think the Vegas fight would be Shushu. I know it's not a big fight, but I'm assuming it's going to be an American fighter. I mean, you know what? I don't even want to say Shushu yet. Who would? He's not going to fight Nakatani in America. He said Inoue versus Wilder. So it's not going to be Goodman, and it's not going to be MJ in America. In America, it's not going to be that. I would say Bam, but I don't think Bam is moving up to division, the 122 right now, to fight him now. So It might be, is it Angelo Leo? Is it Angelo Leo? It might be Angelo Leo. It might be Angelo Leo. It could be next is either Goodman or MJ, I think, in Japan. I think I'm gonna go with right now. I think that the Vegas fight is in Leo or Shushu. Just my opinion. I don't think they're gonna put him in there with the winner of Robesi Ramirez and Espinoza. I don't know. We just gotta wait and see. All right, guys. Yeah, that's the Shushu part that I'm thinking, De Niro. The fact that he came to his fight to scout him and to leave immediately after his fight was over makes me think that he has some sort of interest in fighting. You know, and I know Shushu is barely a contender. You know, I mean, he was just like one of last year's top prospects. But I don't know. We'll see. We have to wait and see. All right, guys. Listen, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to head back to bed. Thank you guys for checking me out for this live commentary, man. It's very, very early in the morning, but we got through it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. I will be back on later on to talk more boxing, so be on the lookout for some more content. And I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good day. All right? Peace.